Hello and welcome to today's episode where we will talk about the central bank digital currency, or shortly called CBDC. This topic is somewhat of importance to me at the moment, since I'm working on a project related to it, and I've become interested in it around a year ago. It's still a topic that's not widespread among the population, meaning lots of people are only hearing about it because actually the central bank digital currency live is at the moment only in few countries in the world. So you probably haven't used it yet, but maybe you know about it or you will use it soon. So, what is the central bank digital currency? It's basically the digital version of the money issued by the national banks today. So in the case of a European Union that uses the euro, the country that uses the euro, it would be the digital version of the euro that is by now issued by the European banks. In the case of the US, it would be the digital version of the US dollar. In China, it's the digital yuan, and so on. So the central bank issues the money and they guarantee for it. So it's guaranteed for it by central bank, which gives you a lot of security compared to the cryptocurrencies, which are not backed. So the cryptocurrencies are very volatile, but of course the reason why the cryptocurrencies are popular are because they are peer-to-peer. They are decentralized. They are basically led by and regulated by the people who are involved in the trading and who have the cryptocurrency. There are at the moment 9,000 or more versions of the cryptocurrencies alive, with Bitcoin still being the most popular one since its introduction in 2008. But the central banks also want to come into the play, and since they do not regulate the cryptocurrencies, they are thinking of introducing their own currencies, which are the CBDCs that we are talking about. At the moment, the Eastern Caribbean, Cambodia, Jamaica, and Nigeria have live versions of CBDC. They've been around for a few months, up to 2 to 3 years time. Most of them had some troubles with the technical implementations or with the safety questions. In Nigeria, some protests. They are still so working on making them really stable and people trusting them. But they are there. You can download the digital wallet. It's usually by the partners of the central bank that provide these digital wallets, either the technical companies or mostly the retail banks actually that partnered with the central bank. And you can fill in these digital wallets in different ways. Important is that these countries usually want to provide these digital wallets also to people who do not have bank accounts, so that you can fill it in with the cash, for example, and use the digital money. This is one of the reasons why the CBDC would be important. Another one is, for example, the tourists that come that could use the digital money and would not have to change to the cash of the local currency. The third reason is also the international payments or the transactions that could be faster and cheaper. For this, of course, the countries have to together sit and make a system between them that would work with the CBDCs, and they are doing the pilot projects at the moment in different places. The SWIFT did the project with around 18 central and retail banks. The China did the project with a couple of other bigger central banks. Russia and Iran, for example, are doing it for their own reasons. And yes, we see the politics will play a role in this. The countries may form groups in which they will try to make these transactions easier if the CBDC becomes something that is the future. So it still remains to be seen. Out of the bigger countries, almost all of them have projects. More than 100 countries in the world have some sort of investigation. Out of them, more than 60 have pilot projects. China is quite forward. They had it introduced in the Olympics last year in 2022 as a possibility for the international people participating in the Olympics, and they now have it in more than half of the provinces as the possibility. So it's still a pilot project, but it's very advanced. USA has a couple of projects at the moment, one of the biggest one being at MIT, the Hamilton project, which also publishes the open source codes of the technical implementation. India is also working on this. Japan wants the system that would be stable even if the natural disasters occur, so it's important that it's not internet based. So the technical questions here play a big role, differ from country to country. We still have to see how will that be implemented, although almost for sure on the distributed ledger at the moment 88% of the CBDC projects are considering the blockchain technology. So interesting topic. Not sure how it will turn out, not sure about the benefits or the minuses. This still needs to be determined. It has potential. It has potential for helping us, making transactions faster, easier, and being less dependent on the retail banks. It has also potential of kind of questioning the safety and the data protection. So let's see how it develops. Very interesting topic, and thank you for being here today. Bye.